As you are aware that press briefing of Honorable Election Commission of India on 16th of March, the election is announced and our gazette notification will be issued on 20th March, and last date of making nomination will be 27th March on Wednesday for state of Arunachal Pradesh. Then date for scrutiny of nomination will be on 28th March, and last date for withdrawal of candidature will be on 30th March. And for Arunachal Pradesh, date of poll will be for 19th April for parliamentary constituency and our assembly constituency. But this time, the most important factor, first time, that our counting for assembly election will be on 2nd of June, and for parliamentary constituency, the counting will be on 4th June. You are aware that our assembly is due to expire on 2nd of June, so we will be having our counting on 2nd June itself. The model code of conduct came into force in the state with the date of announcement of election on 16th March at 3 o'clock, and government machinery are strictly following all those rules, regulations and model code of conduct. Prevention of Defacement of Public Property Act rules are being imposed by all the deputy commissioners of Arunachal Pradesh. Here, after we have seen that in 2019 onwards, in SSR, draft e-roll and now continuation updation, after that we have increased 17.41% voters in the state, and now total tally is 8,86,848. The total tally of our voters is 8,86,848. Service voters we have 5,740, and third gender in the state are 5. Total 5 voters are from third gender. We have 60 assembly constituency and 2 parliamentary constituency. Now you see, if we go as per the age cohort, then 18 to 19 total voters are 46,144. So total 85 plus voters in the state are 4,257, and 100 and above voters are 232. The most important point here is that we have total polling stations 2,226. In these elections, you must have seen the poll preparedness, and we are taking some initiatives this time. So total women managed polling station will be 156 out of 2226, and PWD managed polling station will be 3 in number, and total youth managed polling stations 49 in number. As you know that photo electoral roll coverage is 100%, and electoral photo identity cards coverage is also 100% in the state. In our state, there is a polling station number 2, Pumao Primary School under 59 Longding Assembly Constituency with 1462 voters, which is the highest number of electors in the state. The polling station with least number of electors in Malogam temporary structure in Malogam village under Hailyang constituency with 1 female voter only. As you are aware that 18 Lumthang under 3 Mukto assembly constituency, this is the highest polling station located at an altitude of about 13,383 feet. We have taken so many review meetings with all the district DOs, district election officers and the SPs, and all necessary arrangements to conduct the elections have been completed in the state. All the assured minimum facilities like ramps, like waters, drinking water, toilet, other facilities are also being ensured. training at all district headquarters with returning officers, assistant returning officers, and various categories of nodal officers are also being completed. We have done at state level also, and now DOs are doing it at district level. EVMs and VVPAT will be used in all the polling stations this time, and extensive awareness program about use of EVMs and VVPAT have been conducted in the district, covering all inaccessible and accessible polling stations, including many foot marches. With this announcement of elections by the Honorable Commission, the physical demonstration and awareness of EVMs and VVPAT has been stopped, but only digital outreach on EVM and VVPAT for awareness are being done. So first level checking of EVMs have been completed in entire state in presence of representatives of all the political parties, national and state recognized political parties. And for poll day monitoring of the poll process in the state, we are going for webcasting. Now I will go in detail. So we have total polling station 2,226, out of which 204 will be in urban areas and 2022 will be in rural areas. We have electors per PS, average is 397 in the state. As I mentioned that our gender ratio as per the electoral roll will be 1035. Whereas as per the census it is 940, but gender ratio as per electoral roll is 1035. This time we have also identified if weather is okay during at that day, then we will be using helicopter sorties for Vijayanagar, Taksing, Pipsoram, Tali, Singha, Tooting and Aneli. Otherwise, we are also ready to give proper protection to the polling parties while retrieval, and then necessary arrangements are being done. Total webcasting in our state will be at 750 polling stations, and then offline recording will be at 342. So, like last time in 2019, if you see, there was only 165 webcasting cameras were there at polling station. We have increased the number, and it is 50% of all the polling, more than 50% of the total PS. Now you see in 2019, 91 polling stations were managed by the women, and this time total 153 polling stations will be managed by the women representatives. First time we are arranging that PS will be managed by only PWD polling personals, and there will be model polling stations, and then total 480 polling stations will be falling under the shadow areas. So we have communicated with the SPs and concerned officers that at least we will be getting 2 hourly report from all the polling stations, and will ensure that proper communication plan is done. You must have seen that our seizures, we have already total seizure in value is 3 crore 88 lakh 35,496. So for example, the unarmed licenses which are already unlicensed arms which are already seized in more than I think it's around 388. And if you compare with 2019 again, $378 unlicensed arms we have seized by now, and the figure was up to 12th of March from 1st Feb. So within 2 months or within 1.5 months, we have already seized 378 unlicensed arms, and then we have total arm licenses which were issued. The total number is 33,996, out of which the number of total arms which are deposited in 2024 elections, it's already crossed more than crossed 2,400. So we will ensure that 100% arm licenses will be deposited this time at district headquarters. We have also identified critical polling stations and vulnerable along with the vulnerability mapping, and will ensure that proper communication plan is done for law and order situations. Today morning we had a briefing with all the nodal officers. I'm here to tell you that Mr. Swapnil Nayak, who is the nodal officer for communication plan, so he is the responsible officer for state communication plan. Then Ms. Sweta Nagarkoti, who is the DC capital and nodal officer for manpower management. Then Parul Gaur, who is the nodal officer for transport. Then Anant Mittal, who is the nodal officer for law and order. Mr. R.K. Sharma, who is the nodal officer for MCC. N.T. Glow, who is the nodal officer for expenditure monitoring. And Hano Taka, who is the nodal officer for computerization, cyber security and IT. Marbang Ijing is the nodal officer for media. Sri Likan Koyu is nodal officer for material management. And R.K. Sona, who is the nodal officer for ballot paper, postal ballot. Then Sanya Mije, who is the nodal officer for sweep, EVM management. And then and Mr. Chukku Appa, who is the senior IG here, he is the state police nodal officer for law and order. Mr. Apurvitin, who is the IGP, he is nodal officer for election expenditure monitoring. And then Sri Sang Norbu Mosavi, who is the nodal officer for CAPF. So from police side, we have one senior DIG, Vijay Kumar, who is the overall in charge of election. So we will be sending law and order report every day to ECI. Then we will be sending other mandatory reports to ECI. The most important part is that now we have instructed all the deputy commissioners, DEOs, to ensure that proper training is done at district level, so that we can make necessary arrangements for counting on 2nd for assembly elections and 4th for parliamentary constituency. This is from my side.